What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 11 of our Texas Rangers franchise and MLB The Show 19. Today is spring training day. It's been a little while since our last upload. The last upload was on Sunday, so if you guys have not been able to check that out yet, that was the last episode of the off season. So all these moves that we made, hopefully we're going to see them in action, and hopefully it's going to turn out to be some good things that are going to be happening for this Rangers team in spring training. Now, we all know that follow baseball spring training counts, but it doesn't. Okay, so the statistics that you see, don't put too much stock into it, but we do want to see how our guys are going to, respond to these changes and who's going to win some jobs. We've got a couple left-handers up at the top in that middle relief section there with Lowe, Rusin, Kyle Bird. We got Rafael Montero, who's trying to fight for a spot, possibly that number 5 role at starting pitching. And this is something I want to do just for like the first half of spring training. So only get like the backup guys with at least one full-time starter, that being Ridin Rosters. They're against right-handers with the DH, because with MLB The Show in spring training, they don't automatically put your subs in. They'll put them in pinch hit spots, but they're not really getting a whole lot of playing time in spring training. So I'm going to do that for about half of spring training, and then we're going to move forward with the actual lineup, the real deal, towards the latter end of spring training and see how everybody does. But we beat the Kansas City Royals here in our first spring training game 7-2, so the offense was alive. You guys see Kiner Falefa going 2 for 3. I think he said 2 for 3 or 2 for 4, but he did have a pretty good game. Error on Fuentes, stolen base for Owings, and we also had a triple by Alexander Palma. So then look at the pitching right there, guys. Brett Martin pitched pretty well. Had 4 walks, but he did get 5 strikeouts. And then we had major contributions from the bullpen, mostly coming from Mike Morin. I like Mike Morin, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to be able to do for us this season as that Rule number 5 pick. So we'll have to keep tabs on him. Aaron Loop also had a pretty good performance too. So I think that everybody's going to be doing pretty solid here. But here we go, going up against Milwaukee. I still think that that's like one of the best logos ever. The glove with the M and the B is just solid. It's just sweet. We also have Kyle Gibson on the mound facing off against this high-flying offense for the Milwaukee Brewers. So I don't think I want to have him go for too long, mostly because it is raining out and it is still the middle of spring training. I don't want to injure this player. He's one of our prized free agent selections here and additions to this team. And I don't want to give him too much rope out there and then eventually getting hurt. So we definitely want to only limit him to about 2 or 3 innings and then get him out of there. So this is his first start of the spring, and he is looking pretty darn good as he's going to get that slider right past Jesus Aguilar for the second strikeout on the game. And just take a look at this one more time. This is a big pitch, this wipeout slider from Kyle Gibson. Look at that. He can't even touch it. Got nothing. You got nothing. 2-2 count on Ryan Braun. Let's see what Gibson's going to offer him here. Fastball low, and Chris Owings, make a play, baby! Across his body, across the diamond. Unreal. So Gibson, you got to look back there and give your fielder there some love, man. Check this play out one more time. Just, nice. You got the full-on Derek Jeter jump throw. Liking it. Here's Josh Fuentes sending a line drive out to Ben Gamel in left field. He can't handle it. So Josh Fuentes is going to get on with a base hit, and he's not having too good of a spring again. Sitting about 155 right now. So it's not too good. It's not too good for Josh Fuentes. But I think even just looking at his numbers, he's not striking out a whole lot. He's hitting it, he's making contact, and he's just not really finding a whole lot of open areas. I mean, you guys saw it right there, too, that, he hit that ball really hard, but it was right at Ben Gamel, and fortunately for Fuentes, he was able to drop it, which led to the base hit. So, sometimes you gotta get lucky. Sometimes you're better lucky than good, as they say here. So we only went 2 innings for Kyle Gibson, and then we let Rafael Montero come in, because we do want to see what he's going to offer up for us as a potential starter, that number 5 guy. And he gave up a 2-run home run. Not cool. So now we go to the next inning in the top of the 4th, and he's in some major trouble here with bases juiced, but a fly ball going to get caught out there by Mazzara, going to end that threat. So it's still reasonable here, 2-0. And as we see Mike Morin coming on against Christian Yelich, left fielder, it looks like, ooh, like, what is that? What is going on out there, Alexander Palma? Come on, buddy. What's happening, dude? It's just carrying. The wind's just carrying, guys. It's just awful out there right now. But Aguilar's going to strike out yet again on a Mike Morin. Looks like to be a slider or a curveball, but regardless, that off-speed pitch, he was right on it. Look at that. He was right on it, just missed it. But that's how effective Mike Morin's going to be for us out of the bullpen here. Here is Travis Shaw, and that curveball, that slow curveball, is going to get him to pop out to Palma in left field. So that inning is over. Mike Morin pitching well. And we're going to go ahead and skip over to the next inning, the top of the 7th, and we're going to get Chris Martin going up against the rookie catcher. And he's going to hit a solo home run. So I don't know if you guys remember that name or not, but we were looking at that catcher. He was an international prospect and ended up not selecting him. And he made us pay, right? He made us pay. He hit that solo home run off Chris Martin, something that doesn't happen a whole lot. But here we go. Next half of the inning, bottom of the 7th, we have a runner on first base, and Calhoun is going to come on up against Jacob Barnes, and he's going to strike out. Josh Fuentes gets a fastball low and away. He's going to deliver that right down the line at that 326 marker at the wall. Right fielder, that is Yelich, I believe. He's going to throw it on in, but no RBI for Fuentes. But he did put a good swing on it. But that's what I'm saying, guys. That's what he needs to do more of. Take the ball the other way. Do some good things that way. Wait for it to come to you. Don't try to do so much damage right now when you're struggling. You don't need to be trying to pull the baseball. You got to be trying to take it the other way. Take what's given to you. So after a walk to Scott Heineman, he's now on first base. Bases loaded. Infield fly rule is in effect with the pop-out from Kiner Falefa. And then the 95-mile-an-hour cheese to Patrick Wisdom. He's going to strike out. So unfortunately for the Rangers here in this spring training action, they're going to lose 3-0 against this Brewers team. And Josh Hader made Scott Heineman look like just a child up there in the batter's box. Just absolutely toying with him, guys. I mean, Hader is just insane. We had an error by Wisdom at first. We had an error by Mazzara over out in right field. Gibson, I don't know what that is. I don't know why, because he definitely went more than 0 innings. And when you total them up, yeah, you get 7 innings. That's not 9, guys. It's not 9. So I thought our relief pitching did pretty solid. I think Montero just had a bad outing because he's actually been pitching very good this spring, and he actually comes into this game against the White Sox, and his numbers are pretty sterling, pretty sparkling. So I like what I'm seeing from him, but just in that game, for whatever reason, he just kind of struggled. So we get Delano DeShields at first base, potential steal. He doesn't get in. James McCann's going to say no. He's going to throw him out, and we do get a base hit against the shift, actually through the shift, by Rugi Odor, and here comes Joey Gallo, and look at that swing. You think the wind's blowing out? I think so, because no way that should be a home run, but I guess it's Joey Gallo, right? He's just a monster. He's huge. He just puts the bat on the ball, and it just goes, man. I don't know. The guy's killing it in real life this season. I didn't personally see that. I thought he was going to be terrible yet again, but good players make adjustments and they figure things out. So Nelson Cruz comes up, he gets a base hit as well, and then we've got a double by Ronald Guzman, and look at this, 15-speed Nelson Cruz is going to score from first. He's going to go from first all the way to home. Unreal. So the Rangers are now up 3-0 here in this game. There's the lineup for the White Sox, and Shelby Miller, look at his numbers, having an absolutely killer season, has not allowed a single run in his spring training appearances so far in this spring training 2020. So looking at how he's facing off here against the White Sox, we've got 2 down with a runner on second, and we're going to get a ground ball right to Elvis Andrus over to first, and the inning is over. So here's a player that you guys know. Gerald Erasmus. This is a player that we were really, really looking at because we knew outfield was kind of shallow. We needed some depth at that position. And, you know, he's getting the big league call-up in his first season as a pro. That says a lot. That speaks a lot. And he's actually performing pretty well. He's hitting .258, but Miller is attacking him. And I like that strategy. You're the veteran pitcher up there. Go ahead and attack this rookie. You know, if he can't handle you, he can't handle you. You know, if he puts a good swing on it, gets a hold of one, you got to tip your cap to the youngster. But Miller, the vet, is going to get the best of Erasmus in this one with that nasty curveball, the hammer, the yellow hammer, as they call it. He's going to strike out. So Miller, yet again, even in the third inning, is going to limit the White Sox to one hit. And there's Rafael Montero's numbers as we go into the bottom of the fourth, guys. And he's going to strike out Jose Abreu like it's nothing. So still 3-0 here. Montero gets the first strikeout of his appearance today in this game. And we've got now 2 down with a runner on second base. And Fuentes is going to get into foul territory and make that out. So Montero gets out of that inning with, yet again, another good performance. A good performance. No earned runs allowed on him. So he's doing well. I think he's definitely made me think, like, what do we want to do? Do we want to get him in the number 5 or do we want to get Cody Anderson at the number 5? So it's going to be a tough call for us. He's definitely making it very, very difficult on the Rangers brass, a.k.a. me. But the Rangers are going to get this W here, so Jose Leclerc came on, did a job, shut the White Sox down, and we're going to win this game. So we'll show the box score here real quick. Delino DeShields, 1 hit, 3 attempts, 3 at-bats. Gallo, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Guzman had that big double, that RBI double. Gallo with that home run. So it's good to see that these guys are coming together, starting to hit the baseball. Had 7 hits total. Miller, 3 innings, no earned. He did well. Pitching staff shut down that White Sox lineup, that young White Sox lineup down. I thought we did pretty well. But looking at the spring training overall, we did not do very well in the hitting departments. Obviously, Nelson Cruz and Joey Gallo being the big-time contributors. Mazzara hitting 175. Fuentes hitting 167 with no juice, no home runs, no ribbies. 190 for Falefa, 157 for Owings, 187 for Forsythe, Trevino hitting 360, Calhoun 211, Davidson 077. Scott Heineman 30 at-bats went for 333. And then 229 for Zach Granite. Cespedes went 0 for 5. It wasn't good. It wasn't good as far as offensive numbers are concerned. Looking at Kyle Gibson, he really struggled. 21 2/3, over 7 ERA. Drew Smiley actually pitched well. Sheldon Miller, we talked about him. No earned runs allowed this spring. And then look at Cody Anderson's numbers. 25 innings with a 3.2 and a 1 whip. I don't know how much better you can get out of that from a player that's a 73 overall. And then looking at Montero, he had 18 innings with 13 Ks, 0.50 ERA, and with a 1.11 whip. So it's like, what do you do? You know? You got the back end of your pitching staff that's pitching really well. Kyle Gibson struggled, but you know, you're paying him a lot of money. He's definitely going to be in the rotation. And then looking at these other guys in the bullpen, I thought, you know, we did pretty solid. Did fine. Sean Kelly pitched well. Jose Leclerc pitched good. Jesse Chavez miraculously somehow didn't even get in spring training. Neither did Mendez or Doughty, so that kind of sucks for them. I wish that they would have, and the computer was smart enough to do so. However, they did not. So Nelson Cruz ended up changing his number back to 17, which he's known for in the Texas Rangers fan base, I'm pretty sure. And there's your 25-man roster. So, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Hope you guys like it. If you do, leave a like. If you like it and you love it and you want more of it, and you're not subscribed, please do so. Hit that little red button in the bottom right-hand corner or my logo as well. And I'll see you guys on Sunday where we take on the New York Yankees, March 18th, 2020. There's some contract extensions that I'm going to wait out for a little bit. I don't want to even consider doing anything or making any moves on any of these players right now. So I'll see you guys on Sunday for opening day action in the Bronx. As always, peace.